there was an article in the Herald that I saw in the letters to the editor where a bloke who had lost a bit of money through the actions of a chap called David Ross, who's a fraudster. I think he might have been an accountant, but certainly he was a fraudster and ran a Ponzi scheme out of Wellington, and he ended up losing, I don't know, was it $100 million worth of client funds?
Yeah, a lot.
A substantial amount of money, a bit like a Madoff, but on a New Zealand scale, a lot less. Still significant, and very significant for the people whose money was lost. He was given 10 years jail, but he was out in 4, and this particular person writing in, clearly someone who'd lost money through investing, if you can call it that. I'd call it speculating with David Ross, felt that David Ross should stay in jail for longer. I had to agree. I think when someone does something like that, if you like, breaches that trust, the effects of that on the people concerned are permanent.
Yeah.
You know, if someone comes into your house and they steal your television, well, it's a huge invasion of your privacy and quite traumatic. You can always get another television, and it's probably insured. If someone assaults you, which again, you know, is a terrible thing to happen, you might be temporarily injured, but hopefully you would recover, and that person needs to be punished. But in our society, they get a significant punishment. But sometimes those people, the fraudsters, the people I used to encounter a little bit when I was in the corporate fraud unit in the 80s, these are people who can't even lie straight in bed. The moral chip that most of us would have, knowing things are definitely wrong, is certainly removed from those people. I don't care who they hurt, family members, friends, members of the public, and Ross clearly falls into that category. When they lose someone's money, particularly if it's money there for someone's retirement, that permanent loss is not something people can recover from, because suddenly, having expected to maintain a certain standard of living in retirement, having worked for many, many years to put yourself in that situation, the loss of that money means that suddenly you're not able to do the things that you'd hoped and wanted to do, and you basically going to have to live on whatever you can get from New Zealand Super and what you can extract from the arrangement, if any. And we all know that if you're receiving New Zealand Super in retirement, it's not enough to live on, it's barely enough to exist on.